Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Wilhelm Scream, and welcome back to another day in Destiny 2 for some more Destiny 2 news and Lightfall Season of the Deep intel. And in this video, I am finally going to discuss the new glitches in order to get both a flawless as well as a solo completion for the new Ghost in the Deep dungeon. This method will also allow you to farm out the final boss to your heart's content without any fear of dying in under 6 minutes. So if you're thinking I'm just going to talk about the old Wither Horde method, that is not what we're going to be discussing. These are all new methods or variations on old ones, but you might as well call them new ones because they use a whole bunch of other mechanics that I haven't heard discussed when talking about this specific boss cheese. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell, the post notifications, so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Lightfall content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. Remember, any of those things also enter you into any future giveaways on this YouTube channel, and I do one every 1,000 subscribers, so you never want to miss out. And of course, if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll have a secret hashtag you can leave in the comments section to be entered into the next giveaway a second time for this video. And remember, those secret hashtags, they stack between all videos, so if you haven't done this on a previous piece of content on this channel, you can always go back, check out another video, and of course, do it again. Now, the best class and subclass to use in order to farm out the final boss in the most efficient time possible, I'm talking under 6 minutes, would be the Strand Warlock. That's simply because the melee that creates the Threadlings works the exact same way as the Wither Horde. Simply use your melee at the boss in the immune stage, and then kill yourself and have a teammate revive you, and it will continually damage the final boss so long as somebody has Wither Horde active on the final boss. So you need something to rebuff that damage over time. However, if you swap to a weapon with Vorpal on it after you've been revived, those Threadlings will also continue to infinitely spawn. So this saves you the need to have somebody use Wither Horde at all. You could simply have 3 Warlocks with Strand, activate their melees, and then switch to weapons with Vorpal, and it will continually damage the boss over time, and you don't have to actually leave the dungeon in order to get more ammo for your special weapon, as Wither Horde, of course, uses special ammo. So you can just stay there. It's maybe a little bit slower, but definitely more efficient. You can also use the Thorn. So the Thorn on its own won't do anything. However, if you damage the final boss in its immune stage with Thorn, use your melee to create the Threadlings, kill yourself, and then have a teammate revive you. You can then use the Thorn to rebuff all the tangles on your team. So as long as somebody has Thorn, shooting at the boss occasionally and using its poisoning effect, it will rebuff all the Threadlings, so long as your teammates also have weapons with Vorpal equipped. So you could have one teammate use the Thorn, which again doesn't require special ammo, so you never have to leave the dungeon in order to get more special ammo. It's way more efficient than the Wither Horde, and essentially does the exact same thing that Wither Horde would do, so it serves its purpose. And all your teammates would just have to have a weapon with Vorpal equipped, with their Threadlings spawning, and you're good to go. Once you have your Threadlings active, I would actually suggest switching to your Void subclass so that you can utilize Child of the Old Gods and get the damage orb every single time you cast your Rift. You will still need that one teammate constantly rebuffing the damage with Thorn, but your Threadlings will continue so long as you have the Vorpal weapon equipped. So you get a bunch of damage every so often, so long as everybody's casting the Rift and has Child of the Old Gods active, and it makes the whole thing move quite a bit faster. And the final glitch I would like to discuss, which in my opinion is a game changer when it comes to farming this boss out efficiently, is the Darcy. Now, I'm sure people have been using the Darcy on this boss cheese since its inception, because the Darcy allows you to see the overall boss health even if the boss is immune. So if you didn't know, simply by zooming in, you can see in the top left corner the overall boss health. It'll tick down and it allows you to track your progress. But that is not the reason to use Darcy for this encounter or to cheese this encounter. The reason you want to use Darcy is because Darcy now has a damage over time lightning effect. And if you use your melee on a warlock, shoot the boss with Darcy, and then kill yourself, that damage over time effect also gets carried through and rebuffs all your threadlings. So it negates the need for Thorn or Witherhoard. You will, of course, still want weapons with Vorpal if you're the teammates of said person using Darcy. But essentially, with the Darcy, you could not only see what your progress is, but also do super damage as well as rebuff your melee effect. And then you could still switch to your Void subclass and, using Child of the Old Gods, get the damage orb. All of these things together, as well as maybe using Thorn for one of your teammates, or perhaps even having one teammate still use the odd Witherhoard on occasion, will make this, in my opinion, the most efficient and best, possibly the greatest farm in Destiny history. The other thing about this is you can actually leave the dungeon at the final boss, come back in on a different character, and still get the loot. It's such an easy way to just get progress on a different character, farm out Artifice armor on a different character, or even possibly get the new exotic. Because you can only have 3 chances per week, so why not just get to the boss, save the checkpoint, wait till the boss is almost dead, and then switch to another character in order to get your second or third chances on the exotic. Now for solo and flawless progression. Now flawless is easy enough. Just have somebody else do it. So long as you're not the person who dies at the final boss in order to get the damage buff going, you will still be able to get your flawless progression. So just have your other teammates basically carry you through that final encounter, and it will help you get flawless. Just don't be the person to do the damage over time bug. As far as solo is concerned, the Vorpal glitch is the thing that I wanted to really focus in on, as you could still use that with Osteo, and in fact it's actually best used with Osteo, as Osteo will spread the poisoning effect to all enemies. So if you're having trouble with the second encounter, that would be something I would use. You could also use the same bugs if you have teammates in the second encounter to help with flawless. But the Vorpal glitch is going to be the #1 thing I would suggest, especially if you're thinking of using a Strand subclass. And why wouldn't you? Because the exact same glitch with Vorpal, again, will still be applied to your melee attack. And the Threadlings, if you have the right build, will create tangles, which will then get affected by the poisoning of Osteo, and it allows you to sort of stay out of danger while still being able to do a lot of damage as well as a lot of AoE to all the ads without actually having to be present to them. So in front of them or actually shooting at them. Simply apply the poisoning effect to the boss or one of the many other ads and let it spread. Stay in cover, stay hidden as much as you can, or stay out of danger. I would say the Warlock is maybe the toughest class overall to do things like the second encounter. I know a lot of people are going to the Titan, but with this knowledge, I actually think it becomes a much more even playing field. I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about this, and I think though the Vorpal glitch was talked about a lot in the previous season, people thought it was patched because Bungie did address it. But as I've stated in previous videos, and maybe more people will catch on with this one, the bug was not fixed. In fact, the glitch from Vorpal, continually rebuffing poisoning effect and damage over time effects, has actually only gotten better, as it used to require you to actually have the weapon equipped. So essentially the weapon's ready. You would apply the poison and then switch to the weapon with Vorpal, and so long as you had that weapon in use, the weapon with Vorpal, the damage effect would continue. It's not the case anymore. You don't even need to have the weapon equipped. It works passively. So long as you apply any poisoning effect, swap to the weapon with Vorpal, you can then swap to any other weapon, and that Vorpal will work even with the weapon holstered. It just works passively in the background. Both of those things, I think, will make anybody attempting a solo or flawless run for the Ghost in the Deep dungeon very doable, especially if you're not trying to do this on the master difficulty. But that is going to be it for all the information in today's video. Hopefully you found something in this video helpful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on the bell to post notifications so you never miss out on any future Destiny 2 Lightfall content like this. You can also follow me on Instagram or Twitter. They'll be linked in the description box down below. And for the secret hashtag, you can leave in the comments section. Please leave a hashtag Lightfall, or a hashtag Season of the Deep, or a hashtag Ghost of the Deep, or a hashtag Boss Farm or Boss Cheese. Any of those I'll accept, as well as any maybe feedback, comment, things that you might have done, maybe ways you could actually make this farm even better or more efficient. Thanks so much for watching once more, and as always, I'm Wilhelm Scream. Of course, we will see you next time.